good evening, everybody. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I'm pinning this comment real quick on IG. We gonna get into it, man. I even got notes tonight to keep me on track. Now, usually I don't do this, but let's keep the party going. Now, usually I don't do this, right? Let me get my hold on. Let me get my picture up so we can talk. I can share what we gonna be talking about. I guess I should have got my picture up before I click that. This is what we talk about tonight. Is Kelly Ohgee out here big capping? Is she now, Tim? You don't even make these kind of videos, man. Why? Why you talk about this? I'm talking about this because today I was just scrolling through the Discord, right? And I came across a post that somebody shared in the Discord. And the Discord was for this video right here, right? I mean, the link was for this video right here, right? So I said, hey, somebody shared it in the Discord. Let me check it out. Let me see what this video is about. Because they shared it in the area that's talked about. It's like an area that I didn't make the freaking area. One of the admins did. I think it's like about funded account, getting funded, and it's resources and stuff like that. So, I saw it in there and I'm like, hey, what is this about? Let me see what's going on. Because I like to try to stay aware of what's going on inside the Discord since I created the server. So I want to, make sure it's still a well oiled machine. Make sure the community is thriving and is, a safe space. Right. So I see the thing that says exposing the trading industry. Right. So I said, let me look at this. So when I looked at it, I call cap. Spoiler alert. If you don't want to sit down and listen to all my notes right here, spoiler alert, I call big cap, big blue cap right there. I call cap. Now, I'm going to go through my notes and I'm going to explain why I call cap. Right? I didn't put my notes in no order, but the main reason why I call cap on this young lady over here, I have no issue with Kelly Ohgee. I'm pretty sure she's a sweet young lady. I have 2 daughters that's older than this young woman. I'm old enough to be her father. I have no beef with this young lady. I have no issue with this young lady. But like I told y'all, the only time I'm going to get on my YouTube channel and record a live stream video is when I have something important I got to say to traders and investors, right? And with this steaming pile of kabuki floating around Al Gore's internet, she has a very nice following. She's got, let's see here. She's got 115,000 views on this video that she put out 2 weeks ago. She got over 200,000 subscribers. She got over 6,200 likes on this video. Right? Yep, right there. Right there. All the information, right? I ain't even had to blow it up that big. All the information right there. That's a lot of people seeing this big steaming pile of patookie called exposing the trading industry. This is a big steaming pile of patookie. Now, the main reason why I call cap, right? is because Miss OG said, right? She said that she is having to give dependency. She said trading. Oh, no. The firm folk. Okay, 99%. I ain't got my notes in order. She said that she was, I might have not wrote it on here. Oh, there it is. She said that she is bringing you, the viewer, behind the inside doors, and she's risking her career by sharing this information with you because she's been a part of the deepest parts of the trading industry for the past 2 years. And because she's an influencer, because she has thousands of followers and she is pretty much connected. She can shake hands with the big boys because she's such an influencer. But now it goes against her principles to not share this information. So now she's risking her career to bring you inside the doors where people don't want you to find out this information. Anytime somebody start talking like that, big blue cap, huge cap. I'm gonna put it like that. Huge cap. Right now, let's talk about it. Right. She said that these secrets that the prop firm don't want you to know, it will cause your downfall. Right. What, Tim? What secrets are she talking about? Man, I still couldn't tell you. I still couldn't tell you what secret she talking about. To sum the whole video up in a nutshell, now she did say one or two things that I wholeheartedly agree with her on. I did. The whole video wasn't complete, it was still Platuki. But she said one or two things in there that I agreed wholeheartedly with her on, and I will touch on those. But she still ain't told us what secrets they are that's going to create your downfall, created by the prop firm. The whole thing she focused on in the whole video is that the prop firm has rules. That's the whole thing she focused on the whole video. The prop firm has rules, and these rules, they're forcing every trader to trade according to these rules. And she focused on one website. It was like, on their website, they even say every trader should trade according to their own strategy, but then they turn around and try to force everybody to follow the same set of rules. Number one, rules are not strategies. Don't let people that's around here slinging big blue cap lead you astray. Don't let them lead you astray. But rules are not a strategy, right? You have people that trade you have fundamental traders, you have technical analysis traders, you have like indicator traders, you got people who, you got YOLO trade, you got all kinds of traders out there, right? You got all kind of strategies. But when it comes to rules, when it comes to a company, and even an individual, you want to have a set of rules that you have to follow. But especially when you have a company, you have to have a set of rules for everybody to follow, or it's going to be the wild, wild west. So I'm assuming that the rules are the secrets that they don't want you to know about, that's going to create your downfall. Because she stressed how the rules are making it hard for you to pass the challenges, right? The rules aren't making it hard for you to pass the challenges. What make it hard for traders to pass challenges with trying to get with a prop firm is that they don't know how to trade. They don't have a system in place. If you don't have a system in place, it's going to be difficult for you to pass an evaluation because you're just gambling. You're trying to rush out there and do just like that. Brings me to my next point on my notes here somewhere. I should be marking these off because they're not in order. And I'm just, y'all know I speak extemporaneously, right? She said herself that she, when she first started, right now, her whole thing from the beginning of the video, anytime you go to her webpage, she always says how she turned $26 into 100,000 and how she just recently turned $1,000 into $140,000 in 40 days. Now, listen to your big brother, your uncle, and for those that's older than me, your nephew. It ain't too many older than me because I'm an old dude. If anybody tells you out of their own mouth that they took $1,000 and turned it into $140,000 in 40 days, run the other way as fast as you can. If they're trying to teach you or sell you anything. Why do I say that? In order to turn $1,000 into $140,000 in 40 days, you have to severely over leverage on every single trade. It is impossible to turn $1,000 into $140,000 in 40 days without over leveraging. You have to YOLO every trade. And as a company, as a person, an individual trader or a company, you don't want to be over leveraging, right? So she makes the claim that the prop firms entice you with the money that you can make, while at the same time doing the same thing herself. I turned $26 into 100,000. I turned $100,000 into 140. I was 18 years old with $26 and I was a million. I had 6.5 million by the time I was 20 years old. But you got a problem with the prop firm saying we pay our traders more than any other prop firm around. We paid our traders $400 million this month. We paid. Okay, so you want them to focus on the bad, right? You want them to focus on all the traders that failed. You want them to come out and say, hey, we only paid 0.1% of our traders because 99.9% of them failed. Yeah, that's true. 99% of the people always fail. You know why they fail? Because they don't know how to trade. They don't have a system. Their system is to gamble. So they fail over and over and over. Matter of fact, it was somebody in the Discord with the foolishness. And I said, look here, man. Look here. Don't you ever post nothing in this Discord again where you YOLO trading, trying to pass evaluations in one day. That's reckless behavior, and I don't want it in the Discord. If you don't like it, the door where it always been, it's still right over there. You hear me? Don't. The fact that you got to wait a certain amount of days to pass an evaluation, what's wrong with that? That's not putting a limit on a trader. 7 to 10 days, in my personal opinion, is not enough time for anybody to determine if a trader is really disciplined or not. It's truly not, because anybody can fake it for 7 days. And what usually happens is the traders usually pass it in 1, 2, 3 days, and then they just take the necessary trades for the rest of the days without just opening and closing trades on very, 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 very small amounts, just to pass the evaluation and get into the funded account. Which, if you read the fine print on any of the prop firms' accounts, you're not really funded. Even after you pass the evaluation, you are still being evaluated. Now, I can only speak with the prop firm that I deal with myself, and they make it very clear. You have an evaluation account. That's Apex, if you don't know. You have a PA account. That's a performance account. And then you have a funded account. That's when you actually trade real money in the market. You don't get paid in an evaluation account. You have to pay to take the evaluation, right? Speaking of, she said that that's part of the scam, where they keep making these sales because they know that, because they're making all of their money off of you buying the evaluations, right? Now, I won't say they're making all of the money. They're making a good amount of the money. They're making a good grip off of people buying the evaluations. That's one of the things I agree with her on. They're make it the sales and the hey, come get, that's a money grab. But I don't blame the prop firms for that. They're running a business. Just like Las Vegas. Everybody know that Las Vegas is set up for the casinos to win, but people don't stop going. All right. So I agree with on that. That is a money grab, but that's a part of the business. Who cares? What do y'all hear me say all the time? I say, I got a link in the description. Matter of fact, Apex running a 90% off now. So if you want to try your hand at being a funded trader, use my link and then just change the code to save 90% off, because that code only gonna get you 50% off, right? But y'all always hear me say, do not attempt to pass an evaluation unless you are a disciplined trader with a system in place. I say this all the time. Do not go attempt an evaluation just to try to get capital, because if you don't know how to trade, more capital is not going to make you a good trader. That's the part of the game that people don't tell you, right? That's the part of the game that people don't tell you. They sit there and dangle money in your face. I turned 26,000 into 100,000. Who don't want to know how to turn $26 into 100,000? Everybody want to know how to do that. And I'll share it with you if you buy my course. Right? But when the prop firms say, hey, come over here, buy this evaluation and prove to me that you can trade, and then I'll give you capital for me to continue to evaluate you. But once you pass this evaluation and you pay this assignment fee, you get X amount of money, 100%. And then after that, we're going to profit split at X amount, and you get the larger amount. And we're still going to be evaluating you. You're going to be trading in a demo account, but you're going to be getting paid to trade while we evaluate you. And if you turn out to be a very profitable trader, then we will give you real money to trade with. Oh, and by the way, we're going to copy all of your trades. We're going to copy your trades. And if you suck, We're going to trade against you. You're going to be a B-book trader. They tell you all of this. They tell you all of this. Right? But the problem is you don't know how to trade. You don't have a system in place. Right? You don't have a system in place. Now, she make it seem like the prop firms are saying you can't use your own strategy. I already said rules are not strategies, right? They tell you have to prove that you are a consistently profitable trader by following your strategy. They tell you that. If you have a YOLO trade outside of your strategy, they tell you we reserve the right to not count this as a real trade because it goes against the strategy that you had in place when you passed the evaluation. So they're telling you, we want to partner with traders that have a system in place. So whatever system you put in place to pass the evaluation, if you deviate from that drastically on one trade, they reserve the right to not count that trade because it's a gamble. It's a long shot. It's a, what they call it. I can't remember exactly what they call them. I say YOLO. I say YOLO, but it ain't YOLO. It's like a home run or whatever they call it, right? They tell you we reserve the right to not count that trade because it's not a part of your system. They know what your system is based off how you're trading. You don't have to tell them what your system is. They look at all the analytics of your trading and they can see when, and then make it seem like it's not okay. Make it seem like it's okay to over leverage throughout the whole video. And I already know she thinks it's okay to over leverage because she told you I turned $1,000 into 140,000 in 40 days. I already know she thinks it's okay to over leverage. I already know that she played both sides of situations because she got a video on her page where she says this is a strategy I don't recommend, but it's a good strategy if you want to make some quick money, where when it comes to earnings, you just buy calls and you buy puts, and when a number, or when it's news, you buy calls and you buy puts, and when it takes off, one of them going to lose, but one of them is going to be super profitable. You got to be freaking kidding me. That's not trading. That's gambling. And that's exactly what the prop firms don't want you to do. They tell you you cannot take both sides of the position. Matter of fact, Apex won't even let you. If you try to put on a short limit and a long limit, it pops to be like, blip, you can't do this. You got to take that other trade off before you try to do this. It won't let you take both sides of it. It won't let you do it. All right? Because they don't want gamblers. They want traders. It's not okay to overlap. And like I'm saying, I don't want to make it seem like I'm bashing Kelly. I just want to talk to the trader and an investor who understands my language. It's not okay to over leverage. You want to have strict risk management. You want to have strict risk to reward. You do not want to over leverage, right? And that's what the prop firms do. Yes, when you go to apply for an evaluation, you have to pay, right? Guess what you're paying for? You're paying to take the test. You're paying to, and that's no different than when you'll get certified. If you want to get like an A+ certification, you got to pay to take that test. If you want to go do, you got to pay to take them tests. So you're paying to take the test, right? You're paying because you're using they give you, I know Apex does, they give you a license to trade with NinjaTrader right? They had to pay for that license. They give you a light. You don't have to buy Ninja Trader. They give you a license to trade with Ninja Trader, right? They give you the data. You don't have to pay for none of that. So you're paying a small fee to take an evaluation. Because most time they got 50, 80, 90% off, right? You're paying a small fee to take the evaluation. Once you pass, you can either pay a one-time fee, one-time assignment fee, I call it a data fee, or you can choose, if I don't know why anybody would do this, or you can choose to pay month to month. Now, the month to month, I assume that is for all the people who's just out there trying to get some money real quick and get out. Because why would I pay $85 a month if I plan on doing this for a long extended period of time when I can pay 200, 250, 300, depending on how large of an account I get? I can just pay that one time and never have to pay it again. If I plan on trading with this company a long time, it's a no-brainer just to pay the one-time assignment fee because I plan on being here for a long time. But if I plan on just going in and YOLOing and I can only talk about Apex. If I just plan on going in and getting this 25,000 and then bouncing, yeah, I'll pay the $85 a month. But what are you in it for? What are you in it for? Are you in it because you know how to trade and you're just trying to, you don't want to risk your own capital, but you want to use your skills to make money? Is that what you in it for? Or are you out there just trying to get over? Make it seem as if I said YOLO trading. I already talked about YOLO, and make it seem like YOLO and over leveraging is okay because she talked about like the one FTMO say, oh, you can't trade more than 100. You can't put on 140 lots. And she like, no matter if you really believe in this position, you're telling me I can't trade 140 lots. Now I don't do Forex, right? So I don't know what 140 lots is, but I do futures, and the amount of contracts you can trade now, with the exception of the static accounts, those contracts are that's limited. I can't fool with that. But any of the regular accounts, you telling me that 20 E-mini contracts is limiting a trader? Why on God's green earth would anybody put 20 E-mini contracts on one trade? That is severely over leveraging. So if you feel like the prop firms are limiting you because they saying you can only trade a certain amount of contract size, and they're depending on the different, matter of fact, I need to look at one of them now so I can, I want some numbers. I want some numbers. I hit the wrong thing. I want some numbers. Give me some. We're gonna go to the 50. We're gonna go to the 10 with a $50,000 account, right? Let me make this big so y'all can see this. That's too big, Tim. With a $50,000 account, right? You can trade up to 10 minis. 10 minis. Right? Now, mind you, you only have to make $3,000 over a 7 trading day period. You only have to make $3,000. Oh, that's why I say it's easy to fake like you're disciplined when you're trying to pass this, right? Because if you, let's do some math on this right here. Then I'm gonna get to the other stuff in a minute, because I want to talk to, I want to put some realisticness into it for people who may, because when you have people with a huge following, right? When you have people with a huge following, right? She got 203,000 subscribers. When she taught people, listen, she got over 200,000. When she taught people, listen, and she putting out some real big blue cap right now. So I'm talking to people and letting you know, yes, prop firms, they have a predatory marketing tactic of going after the greedy, undisciplined, uneducated traders. The people who are greedy, the people who don't know how to trade, the people who are uneducated, as far misinformed, thinking I need more money to be able to do this, the people who haven't been properly taught, they prey on, just like the weight loss industry. They prey on people with low self-esteem. You know what I'm saying? Just every industry preys on somebody. They do have predatory tactics. I'm not taking that away from them. But when you have somebody who is an influencer with a heap of subscribers, when they talk, people listen. So I'm over here just talking to the little guys. I'm talking to the little guys. Now, let's get back to what I was saying, right? Let's do some math. It's $12.50 per tick on a mini, right? Times 4 is $50 per point on a mini, right? $50 per point per contract. If you got 10 contracts, that's $500 per point on a mini, right? So if you just go max contracts, right? Right? That means if you are lucky, right? And you get 6 points, you pass your evaluation, right? If you are lucky and you get 6 points, you pass your evaluation. But what if you're unlucky and you lose 5 points? You just blew your evaluation, right? So, and you say, but I thought I had $50,000. You have a $50,000 account. You have a $50,000. If you are trading your own money or you are trading somebody else's money, if you have $50,000 in that account, you're not going to risk the whole $50,000. You're going to risk a small percentage of it, so because investing and trading is not 100% game. You're going to incur some losses. So to combat them losses, you're only going to risk a small amount per trade, and you're going to risk a smaller amount in total before you say, you know what, I'm calling it quits. And you know what the total amount is for their $50,000 account? If you lose $2,500, they say, you know what, I'm good, bro. I'm good, homegirl. You can't trade. Shut it down. Shut it down. Yeah, it looked real appetizing to say, oh, I can go trade $50,000. But you got to be educated on the fact that you can't risk that whole $50,000. You have a very small amount you can lose out of this 50,000, right? You got a very small amount you can lose out of this 50,000, right? And then let me tell you how. I can only speak on Apex. Let me tell you how they fix it so that even if you are a good trader, right, they fix it so that the probability of them losing money, like once you get to the point where they start paying you, right? Once you get to the point where they start paying you, they are not going to lose a dime. The only time they stand to lose any money is before they start paying you. That's the only time they stand to lose any money. And even then, they're not really losing money because you paid the assignment fee. So all of their cost of paying for the data, their cost for all of that, it's covered. All that's covered. So they're really not losing any money. They're not losing any money at all on you, right? So let me tell you how they got it set up so they don't lose. I can only speak on Apex, right? You cannot get a payout until you get $100 over whatever your max loss is, right? So if with a $50,000 account, you cannot request a payout until you get to $52,600, right? Once you get to $52,600, now you are authorized to request a payout, right? So now, but here's the gag. This is why I say they will never lose money. Now, once you get to 52,600, you can request a payout, but you still can only lose $2,500, right? So just say you get to 52,600 and you say, hey, I want to take out $1,000. Sure, they'll send it to you minus 1,000, right? Now, guess what? You can only lose $1,500 now. Why? Because you took out 1,000 and the max you can lose is 2,500, right? Because when you get to 52,600, the lowest your account can go is 50,100 because it's $2,500 from the highest point, and the highest point is going to be your trailing stop is going to be, once you get to where you can get paid out, your trailing stop is at 52,600 now. So if you blow your account, guess what? You did not dip into and it's not money anyway, but even if you were successful enough for them to give you a real proper count, they say, okay, this guy or this gal, man, they off the chain. We're gonna give them a real funded account. Now you're out there with real capital on the line, right? You're risking real money now. But guess what? They will never lose a dime of that real money. You know why? Because they already told you, we're copying your trades. So whatever trades you're making, they're making the same trade. So they're making the money. And then once you get to 52,600, you can never go back below 50,000. The only thing they gave you was 50,000 to control. So now you can never drop below 50,000. So they will not lose a dime. Right? Now, just wanted to put that out there for people who don't understand how it works. Now, get back to my notes so I can get on out of here. There are no investors. I agree with that. I don't think there's no invest with all these prop firms out here. She said there are no invest. I totally agree with that. That's one of the things I totally agree with. I do not believe in my heart of hearts that there's just all these billionaires and millionaires around here that's just giving all this money to these prop firms. So all these traders around the world can go and trade their money for them. Get out of here. No freaking investors. Investors are us buying the doggone plans and then they're copying our trades. That's how they're making money. between us buying our evaluations, buying our um assignment fees, people constantly blowing accounts and rebuying, and then the successful traders that's can constantly make so they're getting percentage off of them and they're copying their trades so they're making money hand over fist. That ain't no investors out here. Shut up. Ain't no investors. I do agree with that on that with you on Kelly. Hey, Kelly, clap this up. Hey, Kelly, I wholeheartedly agree with you that there's no investors in the prop firms. Go clip that up and put it on YouTube channel. The prop firms not set up for you to win. That's not true. The prop firms are set up for everybody to win. They got very strict rules in place that's all about risk management and not blowing your account. That's a good thing for everybody. So it's set up for everybody to win. The prop firms are not against you. It's just you not ready to go try to trade for a prop firm and you're blowing your account. So it seems hard. It's so hard. The rules are so hard. What's hard about the rules? Right? Make it seem like they put a time limit. They got a time limit. There's no time limit. Oh, so if you pass in the first 2 days, those trades don't count because you got to trade for 10 days. The trades do count. You just got to trade for 10 days before you pass because they want to see you, and they tell you, do not flip-flop contracts. Do not, if we catch you flip-flopping contracts, we can ignore all them trades. We want you to have a system that you trade over 10 days or 7 days or however many days, and then you pass. And then there's no time limit. You don't have to feel rushed because guess what? You can take as long as you want. They tell you that too. You do not have to rush at all. We're just going to keep renewing your subscription. You can have it for a year if you want to. They're just going to keep charging you every month. They tell you that up front. You don't have to rush. You don't have to feel rushed at all. You got a whole 30 calendar days to pass. You just have to trade 7 individual days and not hit your stop loss and hit your profit target to fast. So it's not set up for you to lose. The rules are very helpful for everybody. It's just, do you want to follow the rules or do you want to YOLO? Making it seem like paying for the evaluation is a scam. This one right here hit home for me. How is paying for the evaluation a scam? When somebody comes, what is everybody on Al Gore's internet favorite thing to ask for when somebody say, I can teach you how to trade? Oh, you gotta show me you know how to do this. Oh, show me your P&L. Oh, show me. Don't do it in a demo account. Do it in a real account. You gotta show me you know how to do this. But when the prop firms say, you got to show me you know how to do this. Oh, nah, it's a scam. The evaluation process is a scam because the prop firms say, oh, you got to show me you know how to trade. And I don't want you to do it in one day. I want you to be consistently profitable, baby. I want to see you be consistently profitable. And that's what everybody like to say on Al Gore's internet. Ain't that what they want to say? But all of a sudden, the evaluations is a scam. All you doing is proving to the prop firm that you can trade. Ain't that's what you ask of your mentor? Ain't that's what you ask of the person that you buy a course from? Don't you say, oh, you gotta prove it to me, baby. Show me your P&L. Show me you can trade. Show me what you do. Show me you consistently profitable. Ain't that what you say? So when the prop firms say, show me you consistently profitable, now it's a scam. What? What? She was totally, the rules, when she was talking about the rules, she just had that all messed up. Like she was trying to make it seem like the rules was a system. Every trader trades, they're making all traders follow the same rules. Yeah, you're following the rules. They say you can trade whatever system you want to trade, but you have to follow the rules, right? Anybody who Trades in front of news, you're gambling. They don't want you to trade in front of news, but you can trade on news days, but they don't want you trading in front of windfall. That's what they call it. They looking for a windfall trade where you just put on a trade one way and the other way right in front of the news. And when the CPI spike, you got max contracts on long, max contracts on short. One of them, that account gonna get blowed, and this account over here gonna go to the moon. Now, imagine if you was trading somebody real money or your real money. Are you going to put on max contracts and blow all of your money on a windfall trade? Are you going to put on max contracts and blow somebody else's money on a windfall trade in the hopes that you win? You see what happened with that? What was that? What was that crypto thing when that lady was out there trading with no stop loss? And then the man took the money out of this one crypto wallet company and gave it to his other company, and she was trading them people crypto with no stop loss and lost all them billions of dollars. Is that you, John Wayne? Is this me? Longing for more capital, right? She pretty much said in the thing that she greedy, and she caters to traders that's greedy, right? This is no knock against her. I have no beef against her. Everybody has their own trading style, but she opened up her mouth and said, when I had $26 and I turned it into $3,000, and then I realized that can only buy me 2 iPhones, and then when I go on the internet and I see all these people making way more money than me, that increased my need. That didn't increase your need. That increased your greed, right? So now you got to find a way to get more money. You got to find a way to make more money. That's just increasing your greed. The people on the internet was doing to you what you're doing to everybody. I turned $1,000 into $140,000 in 40 days. I turned $26 into $100,000. I made $6.5 million by the time I was 20 years old. That's the same thing you doing to people, making it seem like they need more money to be successful. You don't. You just need a skill. You need a system that you can put in place and wash, rinse, and repeat over and over and over. And you can be successful. Everybody plays on the money because everybody knows it's all about the money for most people. Everybody plays on the money. So why, when the prop firms talk about how much they're paying out, it's no difference than everybody is JD Power #1, whatever. It's impossible for every car to be #1 with JD Power. JD Power got so many categories, I can't keep up. But everybody #1. #1 at what? Which one? #1 at sucking? Probably, I don't know. Another thing she said that I agree with her, starting at $26 helped her immensely because it taught her how to grind from the bottom, right? I agree with that. When you got to get it out the mud, when you got to grind from the bottom, it teaches you. It really teaches you a good lesson. And that's what you want. You want to learn a skill, right? I got some other notes, but I'm tired of looking at them. You want to learn a skill, right? Once you learn that skill, right, you want to perfect that skill. Once you perfect that skill, if you choose to start trading your own money, so be it. You don't need a huge amount of money to trade. Now, mind you, the more money you have, right, the more money you can afford to risk, the more money you can afford to risk, the more money you stand to gain, right? Oh, I got to hit this one. She said that trading is not a percentage game. If you don't take anything else from this live stream, please take this. Trading is 100% a percentage game. Sorry. It is 100% a percentage game. Do not focus on how much money you are making. Focus on the percentages. Focus on the percentages, because when you get your system in place, remember when I said the more money you have, the more risk you can put on. The more risk you put on, the more you stand to gain. So if you start out with $1,000, let's go back to the calculator, right? You start out with $1,000, right? Just say you say, okay, I'm going to risk 0.5%, right? I'm going to risk 0.5% on every trade, right? And my max loss, I'm gonna risk 0.5% for every trade when I'm trading that day. My max loss per day is going to be 1%. My max loss per week is going to be 3%, right? So you start out with $1,000, right? Times 0.05. That's 0.5%, right? $50, right? So you're not risking no more than $50 per trade, right? You're not risking no more than $50 per trade. Okay. Now you're risking 0.5%. And you say, okay, I'm only doing 3-to-1 trades, right? I want 3-to-1 risk to reward. That's all I'm doing. So if you're risking 0.5%, right? 0.05 times 3, right? You're shooting for 1.5%, right? So for every $50 you risk, you're trying to make $150, right? So for every 0.5% you risk, you're trying to make 1.5%, right? Once you get your system in place, whatever you do to make that 1.5% in $1,000 account, it's the same thing you do to make that 1.5% in a $50,000 account, right? Well, I said 1,000, so we're gonna say 100,000, right? So now you got $100,000. You've built your account up over time, and now you got $100,000, and you say, okay, I'm still risking 0.5%, right? Now you're risking $5,000, right? And you're going for $15,000, right? But guess what? You still have the same risk management. You still have the same risk to reward. You're not doing anything different from when you first started, if you focus on the percentages. But if you get caught up with looking at the equity that you're making, right? Going out there and making $150, you're gonna be like, man, I can't pay my mortgage with $150. I can't pay my mortgage at all with $150. But can you pay your mortgage with 15,000? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. But if you always focus on the equity, you're never going to learn how to get a system in place, because you're going to be worried about how much money you're risking. Because if you like right now, $50 ain't nothing for anybody to risk. But what about 5,000? We're gonna put 5,000 on the line right now. Who got the sack to put up 5 racks? Not many. But when you focus on the percentages and you build it over time, now you're like, okay, I'm only risking 0.5%. to make 1.5%. Now you realize I can lose, I can win one time and lose 3 more times and still break even, theoretically. Right? But if you got a system in place and you're a consistent trader, your hit rate ain't gonna be that shoddy. Now, I was gonna say something else. But I got off on a tangent on the calculator, and I can't remember what I was gonna say. Look here, man. Basically, I call Big Blue Cap, right? I call Big Blue Cap mainly because this whole video, right, make it seem like you said you were gonna expose the trading industry. You never exposed the trading industry. I call clickbait cap. You make it seem like you're an insider because you got 203 subscribers. So you're in the back offices shaking hands with the big wigs and the people who make moves. And I'm telling you like this right here. People think I'm famous just because I got a YouTube channel. People think I am famous just because I got a YouTube channel. And I ain't got I got what, about 2,600 subscribers. People think I'm famous. Right? It's some people that take what I say to heart. That's why I'm very careful about what I say on Al Gore's internet most of the time. My wife has to check me from time to time. But imagine if you got 203,000. It's people out there that look up to you. Not only do you got 203,000, you out here buying your daddy cars, buying your mama house, telling people how you made 140,000 in 40 days. Telling people how you turned $26 into 100,000, telling people how you made 6.5 million by the time you turn 20. Boys, people out there hanging on to your every breath, and you telling them you fun to expose the industry, and only thing you do is get on here and complain about the prop firms having rules that are there to help you as a trader. Hey, I ain't got no beef with this young lady. If you want to be a YOLO, I see your style. If you want to be a YOLO trader, do what you do. If you want to over leverage, do what you do. But don't be out here trying to pull the woolly cloth over people's eyes and making it seem like, oh, you bringing out this big secret. Oh, I'm in the back. I got so many subscribers. I'm invited in the back doors. I speak to people. I look up to people, and I'm risking my career letting y'all know this. But it just goes against my morals if I don't let you know this information. Man, get off Al Gore's internet, man. Let me see what y'all talk about in the chat. I had the chat hid, so I couldn't see none of it, so y'all wouldn't be distracting me. What's up here, Learning Share? What's going on? What's going on, Rhonda? What's up, Lil Hawk? You third. Not competing, right? Oh, what's up, Angela? What's up, FC? Oh, I'm not doing the Sunday video this Sunday. I'm going to the service. Me and my sweetie going to the service. What's up, Deborah? What's up, Casey? Kashaya, congratulations, Kashaya. I saw you on IG. Graduated with honors. Do y'all say uni? Do y'all say university in Canada? Y'all say college, y'all say uni. What do y'all say up there? I think y'all say uni. I know they say uni like over in like the UK. They say I'm going to university. I go to uni. They don't say college. Do y'all say uni in Canada? Anyway, whatever. What is this? That's when they posted that 15 days ago. Did they post that 15 days? Wow, it is on 6/8. On 6/8. Man, she did share that back on June the 8th. Hey, look here, man. Look here, man. Hey, get off my case, man. Get off my case. Get off the case. Yeah, Larry. I'm selling courses. They gonna be going. They gonna be going for $11,099. That's how much they going for. $11,099. No. My course gonna go for $19,720. Who can guess why they going for $19,720? Somebody put it in the chat if you can guess why my course that I'm gonna be selling is gonna be called How to Trade ICT Methods Like Lil Timmy Rogers. Somebody tell me why I'm gonna be selling it for $19,720. Michelle Tucker, what's going on? Are there any funded accounts that I can still trade on Thinkorswim? I have never used NinjaTrade. I don't even know. I don't know. I haven't researched that part of because I don't use Thinkorswim. So I don't know if there's any prop firms that allow you to use Thinkorswim. That'll be if you go to the sites, they let you know what platforms you have to trade. And most of these prop firms, most of them are they have predatory practices, so they're geared toward the people who's looking to use discount brokers like NinjaTrader, TradeOvate, Rhythmic, all these ones where you can trade with like less margin requirements. Those the people that they go after. YOLO that thing. Thinkorswim has their own future setup, large capital requirement. These discount prop firms aren't on. Hey, me and Robinson agreed on something. I almost threw up just now. I can't even help myself. Folks have to remember you're not trading 50K. You technically on it. Yup. Said that. It's set up to make gamblers. Yes, gamblers. JMC. I don't know who that is. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome. If it's not your first time, I jalapies. I just don't remember JMC. Take the slow route. Don't withdraw for, I'm saying, at least 60 days, assuming you average $100 a day. You can ensure you have multiple withdrawals without hitting the threshold. I agree. Friday night drama. Let's go. Hey, shout out ICT. He posted something on Twitter today talking about Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I used to love Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Ho! I used to love Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Walk around with that dog on 2x4. Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Ric Flair, Superfly Jimmy Snooker, Ricky Steamboat. That's back when I used to love wrestling. That's before I found out wrestling was fake. CPAs, doctors, lawyers paid. Yep, they got to prove their skills. Show me the money. That wasn't Jerry Maguire, man. That was the football player that said, show me the money. Jerry Maguire was the agent, man. Max contracts, 800 points, NQ on month. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. 10 to 30, 150 a day can pay your mortgage. You feel me? Yep. Hey, let me tell you like this right here. Right? I'm gonna go through I'm gonna finish the comments in a minute, but this is Lil Timmy Rogers' strategy, right? Apex, they sell something called a trade copier. I think it costs $150. If I ain't mistaken, I think I paid $150 for it, right? You can pay to take up to 20 evaluations, right? And if you pass all 20, just remember you have to pay the assignment fee for all 20. So just know it's going to be an investment up front. But what you can do with a trade copier is you link all the accounts to the trade copier, and all you got to do is focus on one trade. And whatever you do on that one trade is going to be copied across all your accounts, right? For example, right? If you got 4 accounts, right? I'm just going to give you a real example of my own. The other night, I was trading the Asian session, right? I use a sim account to control my other accounts, right? I use the sim account to control my real account, Apex accounts. I don't care if it's eval, I don't care if it's PA, I don't care what. I use a sim account to do the trading, right? And I link the other accounts to it. So I trade in that one account, and I I was doing the Asian session, so I had one contract, right? And on that one contract, I want to say it got like 8 points. I gotta do the math now. After the fees and stuff, it was like 400 and something dollars per thing. Right. Um, what's that freaking thing? I think it's like nine something. Like, cause it's both ways. Like it pay it's like $9. I can't anyway, after the fee, let's just say minus $12. Yeah, there you go. Because it was like $437 or something like that. $437, right? So now we just gonna say 438, right? 438 times 4. You see? You see? Now I didn't it now. Okay, now let's do it like this right here. Right? So 450 divided by 50. 9 points, right? So 9 points, right? That's a pretty good run. You know what I'm saying? That's a pretty good run. 9 points, right? Now, let's look at that same. Let's look at that same 1800, right? You got to take the commissions out. Let's look at that same 1800 over. Now, I would need a 36-point move. Now, 36-point move is totally a 36-point move on the ES is hard to hit during the New York morning. You got to be turtle souping. You got to hit turtle soup to get a good 36 points easy. Like, if you sat in 36 points in the New York morning, especially during these times, your duty hole was so tight, it was going back and forth. It'd get so close to your target and come back on you, and you probably gave up and stopped out in profit. But when you use leveraging multiple accounts to your benefit, you can trade small and still profit bigger because you're risking this amount, right? You're risking this amount to make this amount this many times. See what I'm saying? You're risking this amount to make this amount this many times. So long as your risk to reward and your risk management is in place, you can leverage this prop firm thing to your benefit. But if you're a gambler, if you're a shyster, who is this Mr. Timmy Rogers? I don't know who he is. Not the one with the bag. I hope she does not lose her job. What job? Wait a minute. Pride person, heart, lesbian. I take what you say to heart. Hold up. I want to see what a pride person, heart, lesbian is. Where's my YouTube? I already know this gonna be demonetized just cause I just said that. They already don't like me on YouTube, but I got to I want to see what this is. That thing say pride person heart lesbian. I want to see what this emoji is. Right there. That's what it is. So it's like look like a star head, look like Maggie Simpson with heart eyes. That's a pride. That's a pride person, heart lesbian. Okay then. Let me like my video. Y'all like my video, man. Oh, y'all already saw what it looked like. I was looking right there. Y'all saw what it looked like already. But that's it. Okay then. The game is rigged no matter what prop firm or personal brokers. Uh-huh. Everybody gonna get their paper. This is why you gotta pray for discernment. You feel me? What's going on, Sonya? Congratulations. Yes, LOL. Thank you. Okay then. Graduated from uni. Big things gone. Congratulations, Kashaya. Big things gone. Congrats. Let me sign up. Look at her. Look at Rhonda. Look at Rhonda done picked up on it quick. Look at it done picked up on it quick. Exactly. It's for the culture. I'll be 51 in August. 1972. You too late. You copied off Rhonda here to learn to share. Yeah, I saw the emoji. I saw it. A bear. Is that a bull who pooped? Did that bull poop? I see 3 dots behind him. I don't know. Oh, I did not know. Wait a minute. You know now. Oh, she said she thought it was a flower. It do look like a flower though. It look like a flower. It does, but it's oh, I hit the wrong thing. Can I blow up? Oh, where did it go? It do look like a flower. See when I blow it up. Oh, wrong thing again. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, they like this. The person, they got their hands like this right here. And then they got their mouth. Why the mouth got to be open though? Why the mouth got to be open like that though? Y'all gonna get me demonetized. Y'all gonna get me demonetized. Well, appreciate you. I appreciate you. Congrats again, man. It's hard. It's hard going to school, let alone graduating with honors. You hear me? Graduating with honors. And they say the youth them not smart. Come on, man. Graduating with honors from uni. You hear me? Hey, man, that's all I got. I appreciate y'all. Again, man, I won't be doing the Sunday video this Sunday. If you know, you know. But me and my sweetie gonna be attending the service. We're gonna be attending the service for Miss Kelly. We ain't been together in the evening time in a long time, and I ain't did this in a long time. But seeing what this weekend, what we're gonna go participate in this weekend, I feel like it's very important for me to say, take advantage of the day while you still can. Let your loved ones know that you love them right now, today. Don't just say it. Don't just show it. Say it, show it, and confirm it. Because don't nobody know when they time is gonna come. All right. I can't even express how I feel. I can't express how I feel. I had a close friend of mine that lost his daughter a few years back. And I stood there at that funeral crying like a baby because my son had just had his first seizure shortly before she passed away. And when I held my son in my arms and I didn't know what was wrong with him, because the only time I've ever seen people have seizures for real is they were dying. And so when my son was sitting there seizing in my arms and his eyes was rolling, I thought my son was dying. And the absolute terror that went through my entire body in a millisecond. And then to stand there with one of my friends speaking at his own daughter's funeral. I couldn't stop the tears from rolling. And now I got to go up here with my little sis, another sweet little daughter. His daughter was younger than hers. His daughter was a little bit younger than hers, but ain't nobody promised tomorrow, man. We get so accustomed to thinking that the young gonna bury the old, but ain't nobody promised tomorrow, man. Nobody. It's Kiki's daughter. Kiki's daughter. I don't know if y'all remember a few weeks ago, maybe about a month ago now, and I was like, y'all keep Kiki in prayer. She going through something real serious with her family right now. That's what it was back then. She had it was an accident, and her daughter was in the hospital for a few weeks, and then she ended up dying. But yeah, that's what it was for back then. I was like, just please pray for her. She going through something serious, but she did end up dying. But take advantage of the day, man. Hug your kids, hug your spouse, call your parents. If you got grown kids, call them. I've been reaching out to my daughters like nobody business. They're that oldest one, she'll text me back. My baby girl, she'll call. She called me all the time. We either talk on FaceTime or talk on the phone all the time. But that oldest one, she'll text me back, but she be busy. I can't keep up with her schedule. She worked for Amazon, so when she off, I'm asleep. When I'm up, she at work. But the love is still the love. That's my baby, and I wouldn't trade it for nothing else. But call your parents, man. If you're blessed enough to have your parents here, please call them up. Go by your mama house. Go by your daddy house. Wash their car for them. Do their laundry for them. Take their trash out. Do something. You know what I'm saying? Just show them. Hey, all that work you put in over these years, it does not return to you void. I made something of myself, and I love you, and I'm going to prove it to you every way I can, as long as the good Lord bless us with breath in our lungs. Take advantage today, man. Nobody's promised tomorrow. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. Again, no video Sunday. I'll reach out when I'm going to do it. Other than that, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend. Again, love on your family, man. Take advantage of today. Love on your family, please. 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 My sister just sent me a text earlier saying 2 people got shot in the Walgreens up the street, not too far from where we grew up. This world crazy, man. Take advantage of the day. I'll see y'all on the next one. Gone.